like you to hip walk forward on your chair. Make sure you're nice and firmly seated. Let's start with toe taps on the right. Just lifting the toe up and down. Change to left. Lift. Heel toe on the right, so heel and toe. And change. Alternating feet, heels in front. Just let your arms swing along as well. Take sunrise circles. Lifting the heels as you go. Shoulder shrugs on the right. Lift. 2, 3. And left. Circle them back. Nice and slowly. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Think of keeping that chin retracted, head is up. Hit the arms across the body, so reaching. Reach. Just a small reach, as far as you're comfortable reaching. And then sunrise circles. And again. Lifting the heels, alternating heels. So this is our warm-up exercise. I need you to hip walk forward in your chair. Think of your posture, pull your tummy in, shoulders back, chin retracted. Start shrugging the shoulders. Change to the feet. Let's touch the toes out in front. Just a little movement for now. We're still warming up. The shoulders, we're going to circle them back, circle. So as you circle back, try and squeeze those shoulder blades together. It doesn't have to be in time with the music. Coming to your right foot, we're going to heel and toe, heel and toe. 3, 2, 1, and change sides. Heel and toe. 3, 2, coming back. Let's do alternating shoulder shrugs. And the other side. So a little lean over. Toe taps. The body, reaching across. A little twist from the waist. Doesn't have to be very big. Lifting the heels, alternate right and left, right and left. Two heels together. Together. Open and together. Let's take the feet to do that too. Out and in. And around. So there's no equipment at all for this routine. It's a clapping routine. Sitting forward on your chair, so hip walk forward, feet pointing forward, chin retracted. Start with the toe tap, hands on the thighs. We're going to do a single tap, clap, so clap and twist, clap and twist. Make it as big or as small as you're comfortable with. So if you want to keep it small, that's fine. Double clap at the top. Singles. Doubles again. Take single feet out in front. So tapping those toes forward, push the waves. If you want to do that slower, that's fine too. Okay, let's take the arms by the side, one foot out and down, up and down. If you can take the arms all the way up to shoulder height, that's great. Keep it that speed, or take it faster. Try and make sure you're lifting the knee out to the side though. It's the whole knee that's moving, the foot just comes along with it. Beautiful, well done. If it's too much, if you just keep it small, just lose the arms or lose the legs if you wish. Tap, tap. And twist, clap. Double. Just tap it out. This is a marching routine, so you need to hip walk forward on your chair. Start with toe taps. Try and lift those toes as high as you can. Take it to a jogger's walk, so lifting alternating heels. You can add some arms if you wish, just keep it gentle. Take it to a march, keep those feet low for now, nice and quiet. And again. Now we're going to take it to a V-step, right leg forward, so right, left, bring it back, change sides to the left, left foot back in, to the right, and left. Take it up to speed. Add some arms if you wish. If it's too much, then leave the arms out. We're still trying to change the lead leg each time. So there's jogger's walk, you're lifting the heels. Basic march. Nice light feet. Ready for that V-step, take it out, out, in, change leg. Right side, left side. Heel digs in front. So just pushing that heel out. Add an upper arm swing if you wish. Let's march it, 3, 2, 1, and clap. Back to the jogger's walk. So just lifting those heels. And march. Light feet, but lifting the whole foot off the ground. That V step, right leg first. Right leg, left leg, right leg. Don't worry too much if you can't get the order. Just keep moving. You're still going to be getting the exercise. Beautiful. Well done. Sitting forward in your chair, please ensure you actually move from the hip, not just take the foot out to the side. So the whole knee is moving out to the side with this movement. Out, in. 3, 4, other side. Take it out. 2. Change for 2. And change. Singles. Make it as small as you need to be comfortable. Try and make sure that movement is coming from the hip and the knees taking it out to the side. Let's take it to a box step. Forward, forward, back, change sides. Lead with the left, left, right, right side, right, left, right, left, left. Double time if you can. If that's too much for you, then by all means take it half speed. Change with the arms, so this time just lifting the heels. From the top, taking it out to the side, so 4. Change for 4. 4 again on the right. 4 on the left. To each side. Singles. Box step. If you want to go double time, please do. So this next exercise, we're going to use the band to strengthen our biceps. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing a little more easily. But you're going to place one end of the band firmly under your feet and grab the band in your right hand in a handshake hold. So if you're going to go forward and shake somebody's hand, grab hold of that and then pull your elbow back in to the side of your body. You're going to keep this band tense with tension at all times. Let that top of that band flop out of the way. I'm going to make it on the inside so that it's out of your way to see, but wherever it's comfortable. Keeping that elbow in tight to the body. And you're going to take the thumb up towards the shoulder without moving the elbow. So we're just lifting and lowering. Keeping that elbow still. So all the movement comes from the elbow. Try and watch what's going on with your wrist. We're trying to keep that wrist nice and tight. Nice and taut. Lovely. Now, if it's too easy, you can slide your hand down the band, which makes it harder. Or, of course, pick a harder band, stronger band. If it's too difficult for you, take your hand up the band. But I want you to keep tension in the band all the time. So if you're starting from here, don't let it flop. Keep a little bit of tension the whole time and make the move smaller. You don't have to touch your shoulder. You're just going to take it as far as is comfortable. And so again, watch. It's about a movement. If I do the movement without the band, that's the movement I'm doing. There's no movement in the wrist. There's no movement in the shoulder. It's all coming from. So just before we start, check your feet are securely on the band. You got a handshake hold, elbows in tight. A little bit of tension in the band, slow and controlled. Just lift release, taking them towards the shoulder. Slower you do it, the harder you're going to be working and the less repetitions you'll need to do. When you've had enough, when the muscle starts to ache, give it a rest, shake it out. Taking it to the other side, so exactly the same. Ensure the band is securely underneath. You're taking that handshake hold, elbows back in tight to the waist, thumb on top, wrist strong. Taking that thumb up towards the shoulder. And again, just as many as you're comfortable doing. So our next workout is designed to work your wrists and strengthen your wrists. You're going to feel it across your chest, in your shoulders and your arms as well, so it does multiple things. Those of you that can, take the elbows up high, hands against the ball, try and keep it central, try and have the elbows the same height. So just have a look, see where you are, try and even it out if you can. And all we're going to do is just squeeze those wrists together and release. If you can, squeeze and hold. But if that's too difficult, just a gentle squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. This workout is to work your thighs, to work the front of the legs. I'm going to ask you to make sure you hip walk forward on your chair so that you've got plenty of room underneath your thighs. You need to be stable on your chair. Bring the hands down in a walking the dog hold. So you've got the tails coming out by the little fingers and the band below. Make sure your foot is really securely in that band. Take the hands down about knee height. You're going to lift the leg on its own. You're not using the band to lift the leg, you lift the leg here. And then as you pull back with the hands, you're going to push that foot away. We're going to come back in and take the leg down under its own steam. So you're not using the band to lower the leg. So it's lift, pull and push towards the floor, bring it back and down. Now, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to bring the hands a little bit further down the bands towards the floor. If you want to make it easier, you're going to take the hands away from the floor on the band. So again, this way slightly. Another way you can strengthen the movement is by holding that position. So when the leg's out straight, in and down. I'm going to show you a quick side view. I'm going to switch onto my left leg so you can see what I'm doing. But with a side view, exactly the same thing. You're just lifting up by your own steam. Push and pull. Bring it back. Take it down. We're still with our right leg. Make sure that foot is securely on top of the band. We don't want it flicking up in your face. Walking the dog hold. Feet hip width apart. Pull in those abdominals and we're going to lift, and push. Bring it in and down. And as with all our exercises, we're going to ensure that we only do as many as we're comfortable doing. So if that leg really starts to ache, give it a rest. You can join back in. If you don't do very many, then maybe you need to make sure you come back and join us in the next workout, just to keep improving your strength, keep those muscles working well. So don't forget, when you've had enough, you rest. I'm going to do a couple more just for those who can. Anyone still going now? Then I'm going to ask you to hold that leg in that position for a couple of seconds before you release. My suspicion is most of you didn't make that last hold, but wonderful if you did. Let's change sides. So exactly the same thing. Make sure that foot's secure before you start. Knee comes up on its own. Using the push so that hands are pulling away at the same time as the leg goes away from the body. Lift, push, lift, down, lift, push, return and down. A few more if you can, but don't forget, you stop when you've had enough. And for those that are still going, just hold it there for a couple of seconds if you can. Really get that thigh moving. I'm suspecting again most of you didn't manage that. That was really working my thighs quite hard. Well done. For today's balance exercise, we're going to do tandem standing. I'm going to ask you to start by bringing both feet together. Hold on to your chair if you need to. If your balance is a bit better, that's fine. You can let go, but have the chair nearby. And then just see, if you take your hand away, are you beginning to wobble? Now, if you're fairly stable there, we're going to take it on a level by sliding your right foot forward. Now, I want you to keep your head up for this exercise, but for a moment look down and check that both feet are pointing forward, that you haven't got them turning out now. And again, feel that balance. So this is a half tandem stand. And if you can let go, do. You might feel a little bit of a wobble here. It's to be expected. If you need to hold the chair, that's fine too. Now the next bit, some of you may find too difficult. If it's uncomfortable on your hips, then stay with one of the previous versions. But if you can, take that heel in front so that your feet are in alignment. And try and take it to either a finger or take the hand away. You are going to wobble a bit here. Even the most stable of people are going to wobble in this position. If that's uncomfortable, but you want to try a slightly harder version, you can take the feet just a little bit wider. Have a quick peep, check. Are your feet pointing forward? If you take them out to the side, that defeats the object of the exercise. So both feet pointing forward. But I am doing the hardest version of this exercise. Tummy engaged, chin retracted. Okay, bring the feet back so they're next to each other. Now this time, I'm going to ask you again, keep looking forward, head up, slide that foot halfway forward. If you can take the hand away, great. If you can't, don't worry too much. Pulling that tummy in, keeping that head up in line. Now, if you can, slide that foot forward. Now, if on the other side you found you had to take the feet wider that way, then please do. But if you can do heel to toe, do. Again, look down. Very easy to turn the toe out. So check it and then bring the head up. If you can take the hands away, if you can see I'm wobbling here, it is quite difficult. So that was a challenge today. Well done. So we're going to stretch the back of the lower leg, the calf muscle. So hip walk forward in your chair. Make sure your feet are firmly on the ground. And I'm going to ask you to straighten that right leg And then pull the toes back up towards you, flexing the foot, and then slide that heel a little bit further away if you can, until you feel the stretch in the back of that lower leg. And we're going to hold that for at least 8 seconds, but preferably closer to 20. If it starts to feel like it's going to cramp, then ease off. But if you can hold it longer, please do. And release. Let's take it to the other side, sliding the left leg away this time until it's straight. Pull the toes back against the body, towards the body. Extend that heel away until you feel the stretch and hold. Now this is going to help keep the mobility and flexibility in your lower body. And if we hold it for a longer period of time, you're going to develop the amount of mobility, the amount of flexibility in that muscle. I'm going to ask you to do that once more on each side. This time we're going to try and hold it a little bit longer if you can. So sliding the leg away, flex that foot up, extend the heel if you can, and hold. The other side, so left leg this time slides away, flex that foot, extend the heel away. And release. So for the diagonal stretch, you sit back in your chair so you're nice and secure, and we're going to stretch across the chest. Now if you've got problems with your shoulders, then please adapt accordingly, but this is a really good stretch for stretching across the chest, opening up. It's going to help your breathing, really opening up that chest area. Start with the hands together and open out and across the diagonal and coming back. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Because we're taking our arms above the head, we're not going to hold this for very long. And anyone who has heart problems may want to keep the arm a little bit lower. Really try and get that opening up through the chest. And I'm going to finish that off with a straight stretch out to the side. So opening out to the side. Try and get the arms level if you can. And again, you're trying not to lift the chest, but you really open up through there. The shoulders a bit of a circle to release them. The hugger tree exercise is really good for releasing tension in the shoulders and the neck. So what I want you to do is make sure you're sat forward on your chair, feet flat on the floor, and you have a choice. You can either gently link your fingers, or my preferred version is to put your hands one on top of the other and just link the thumbs. Now, I want you to have your hands about shoulder height, but I'm going to drop mine so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm starting by pulling the arms away from me and then pulling the elbows away so that I feel a stretch across my chest and my back. Now I'm going to bring the arms back up to shoulder height And then I'm going to look down towards my knees to extend the chest, stretch into my neck. Try and keep the chin away from the chest. And release. This is our cool down routine. If you were using a ball earlier on, then use a ball. If you've got a cushion, leave it out. You can do all of these movements just with your hands. So we're going to start with circles. So think of it as a ball of energy. You don't have to have the actual ball between your hands. You're just holding it lightly. Gentle movements, change direction. From here, let's expand, taking the arms wide and back. Changing hand. Placing that ball between your knees out the way, taking it to sunrise circles. And back the other way. Hands coming onto your thighs now. And just round your back forward, relax the back. And lift up. Think about that perfect posture again. Circling the shoulders back. The curtains will come up. Pushing out, down, closing the curtains, bringing it up, down. Right arm washing the windows, left arm for 2. Change arm. You can grab the ball if you wish. Just really working those fingers to hold the ball. Not easy if your ball isn't slightly deflated. Well done. I look forward to seeing you in the next workout.